Greetings, salutations. Sorry I didn't post a video Monday. Was going to. There is a reason why I didn't. Gonna make a little update here of what's going on. There is a small incident, mishap, um, uh, anything that would kind of describe that. I wouldn't call it quite an accident, but the fallout from it has been more than I expected. I was running errands Monday, thinking about what I was going to do for video and stuff, and I stopped at a convenience store. So I was just going to go in and get myself a sandwich to have for dinner later or something. Nothing major. So walking up to the door and see a guy coming to the door, so I reach for the door handle and I'm going to open it for him. For those of you who don't know, most of my falls is because of my right foot. My right foot just either rolls or just gives out and I go down with nothing, no warning whatsoever. And I think it just stems from the fact that I broke that foot a long time ago and I had surgery on it. And the guy that did the surgery turned out to be a hack of a doctor. It was so bad that the hospital got rid of him. So yeah, I go to the door. The foot just gives out, rolls, whatever. I don't know. I had my hand almost to the door when it happened. I fell forward, hit the door, which the other guy was pushing to come out at the same time, drove the door into him. Slid down the door, drove my right knee into the concrete. When I hit the ground with my knee, everything in my hips, lower backs, and legs twisted, and there was a bit of a white flash, which was interesting. And I fell to the ground. And the knee hurt, but I knew as soon as I hit the ground that I was not getting up. I have no strength in my legs whatsoever. If I fall to the ground, if I'm not near something that I can help get myself back up with, I'm not getting up. And my arms are slowly getting about that bad. Finally, the guy pushes his way out. And he's like, "You okay?" And I was like, "Yeah." He said, "You need help get up?" I said, "I'm not really sure I'm going to be able to get up." So I'm trying to rotate over and trying to get up. And when I go to push with my legs, it's just like they're rubber. There's nothing there. When I go to push to get up, there's nothing. And I'm like, this isn't going to work. So the lady in the store comes out and she's like, "Oh, are you okay?" And I said, "Well, can we get a chair? Because if I get a chair, I can get on my knees and I can push with my arms enough to get my feet up underneath me." But it's not working as well as it used to. So I go to try that and the guy's got one side of me and I'm trying to get, and there's just, I got nothing in my legs. I can't push. I can't lift myself up to get on this chair. And by this time I'm starting to get a little embarrassed. Not to mention I'm starting to lose energy really fast because when I push out a lot of energy, because my heart's only working at 25%, I get really fatigued and tired very quickly. The meter just, you could watch my energy level drop quick. Finally, I go, "Let's try one more time," and I get up, and the lady's on this side, and she's holding me, and he's holding me, and they're trying to get me up, and my legs are all rubbery and shakery, and I finally get to the chair, and oh my God. I love that store, but I'm going to not go there for a little while because that was the most embarrassing thing ever. I mean, I can't even... Anyway, I get up and I'm like, "Okay, I think I'm just going to get my car and go home. Sorry, thank you for the help," all this stuff. And I'm trying to get to the car and the guy's watching me because you can see I am about as stable as a leaf in the wind. I get in the car, I get home. I am sore already. Literally can barely walk. Couldn't barely get my feet up to go over the doorstep. My sister was at the house. I called her and I said, "Listen, I feel like I need you to come down to the door here and make sure I can get in." So I got in and oh man, just not good at all. And I was like, this is a bad situation right here. So I'm in my chair, and I got to be honest with you, it took a lot out of me. I mean, I was done for the day, and this wasn't even, I don't know, it was just mid-afternoon, something, 2 maybe or something, I don't know. And I'm really feeling bad. Not only am I feeling bad physically, but mentally, that something about that, I could feel it change things in my head. And I'm like, this is not a good situation. We've kind of crossed a line here that I'm not real super fortunate feeling about. I get a phone call and or not a phone call, I get a text message. And my kidney doctor says, "Well, go get some fresh blood work, and then we'll see what the blood work's got to say, and then we can decide about when you want to do the dialysis stuff." I'm like, "Okay." I sent back a message. I said, "I said, it's going to be a couple of days." I said, I can get there as soon as I can, because there's no huge rush. But I mean, there's kind of a rush, but not a huge rush. You know what I mean? Anyway, so I got to go give blood work so they can figure that out, which is fine. I'll go. It'll probably be next week because I am still feeling the ramifications of this fall. And so then I go to bed. And I get up the next day on Tuesday, and it's bad. The legs aren't working. I can't feel anything from like about mid-thigh down. I'm having trouble walking. And now what was not a very good equilibrium kind of thing is now totally shot. I wobble and weave. You'd think I was drunk, for God's sakes. It's ridiculously bad now. And so I kind of nursed myself along with that, but it kind of started to take a toll on me. For the first time in a long time, I really did not feel happy. I was very, very borderline going into depression. It was swirling around like the old toilet. And I was like, this is a bad situation, because I've seen it in the jobs I've had and the people that have been in my family and other things, that the moment you think it's too much or you can't heal or you won't do well mentally, you just say, well, I think I'm, this is the end, or I'm done, or whatever. Your health drops like a rock and you are gone within 6 months. And I was like, nah, we ain't checking out that quite yet. I mean, I may not be feeling especially good right now, but we're going to rally. So, and then I went out a couple days later, I went out to lunch with my sister, and just walking up to the restaurant with my cane. It was not a good time. It took a lot. It made my lower back and hips really hurt. And I had a nice meal with it. I went to Applebee's. It was actually pretty good. It was nice to get out, but yeah, it's not good, boys. That fall, that was a bad one. And I've had worse falls, but this one just, I don't know if it was just the fact that I fell onto the concrete, the fact that I twisted the hips and everything in my back, and then tried to do something my legs were never going to do anyway, or just a combination of everything, or what the deal is, but that one took it out of me. I'm better today. I've rallied. I'm doing good. I'm still very sore, though. The legs are shot. There's no strength in them at all. I'm just so looking forward to spring, where there's not so much snow and ice, where the chances of falling are even higher. But of course, what's it going to do? It's going to snow. It's like, oh, good. Yeah, just bring on some snow. So yesterday, I went out and I got some groceries and stuff for the weekend, because I figure if it's going to snow, I ain't getting out. I do have a new project showing up, hopefully today, that I will be doing a video on, hopefully. But yeah, it was a rough week, man. That one, whew, I just can't keep these falls. These things are just, it takes forever for me to bounce back from them now. Just not only physically, but mentally, man. You get knocked down so many times in a row, you're kind of it starts to affect you a little bit. So I've been kind of trying to be a little, bring myself up mentally, try not to get myself too worked up, but this was a rough patch. But hopefully no more falls. And we can move on to the next project what I got coming, which is going to be some more radio gear that I got coming, which I'm really interested in. Then I got a new project on the bench that I think I might have mentioned in a video, but I'm not sure. But I'm going to redo a video on it to show you what I'm thinking, because now I've got all the parts and pieces, so it's more easy to understand what I want to do, because we get all the visual parts together. And I don't know, you can probably hear my scanner going back here. So anyway, yeah, that's what's going on. It was not a good time, but we rallied. We're still here. We're still doing the best we can, and that's all you can do. So with that, I'll let you go. Hopefully you guys all enjoy the upcoming weekend, or whenever you happen to watch this video, you have a good day. I appreciate all the people watching. Feel free to comment down below if you guys have something you want to share. Always love to hear from you. All right, we'll catch you in the next one.